Did you know that nearly 500,000 Americans practice witchcraft? Probably not, because it's probably something you think is really weird, but yes, I found out that 500,000 Americans actually practice it, like follow it, um, and it is actually a spiritual path, like that's what they consider their way of life. It's very spiritual. You walk it for nourishment of your soul. They're very in touch with nature and the planet, and to try to better know their selves, better know their own life. Um, the reason I chose witchcraft and actually believe in it, I guess I could say, is my mom actually practiced it, so that's why I'm doing it. Witches believe that everything that is living is sacred. That means everything living, like trees, plants, anything. The first thing I want to go over is that the thou shalt not rule. I don't know, that's what they called it. The thou shalt not rule is that they can't do any harm to any living creatures. No harm to trees, it even said on I used a website called thedance.com. A lot of anonymous witches, I don't know, posted stuff on there, and that's what it says. It says, no harm, thou shalt not cause any harm to any living creature, anything considered living. Witches want you to do anything and everything it takes to bring joy into your life. It said, one lady was saying, like, she liked to sit and plant seeds and stuff, like little things. If it brings joy to your life, though, like, definitely do it. And another thou shalt not rule is that no magic or spells, whatever they believe in, nothing would be casted upon anybody or anyone or anything, any living thing that is reluctant to it. Like, say if I was a witch and my friend didn't believe in it or didn't feel comfortable around it, they don't go again. They'll, like, be okay with you not believing in it. They're not gonna be like, okay, well, I cast a spell on you. I didn't remember the lady's name. Deborah L. Hinckley. She studies witchcraft. I'm not sure if it was still thedance.com, but she discusses that nothing is better than anything else. No one's above anyone. It said no god, no goddess. Nothing is above one another. We're all equal. We all have a purpose, it said. No person is worth more than another. The reason the witches said there isn't a need for an actual one god is because basically they're saying one god would judge you. And they basically wrote that there is no need to be judged. So, like, I guess if you believe in God, you believe that if you're going to sit there and, let's say, smoke or something, that you're being judged, that it's not good, it's not healthy, you're bad, so there's no need for that. If you like to smoke, then smoke. It brings you joy, that's what they're saying. Now that you kind of have somewhat of an idea on a little bit of what they believe in, I just wanted to also say that what I brought up in this speech was really important, because a lot of people look at witchcraft as something evil or like a sin if you practice it. And honestly, like, my mom was into it for a while. It was probably like 2 years, but she's still a person who, she didn't follow through with it, but she tried it for like 2 years, and she was really into it for a while. But she's still a person she's a good person. there's really no like such thing as like actual spells. They kind of just, I don't know, do, like I said, they do whatever makes them happy. Even like puncturing a tree is like bad, they think. They don't think it's bad, it's just like frowned upon. Yeah, another thing I wanted to say was, witchcraft is not black magic. They're two different things. I think black magic was a word that was brought up after the witch trials, I believe I read about. I heard that after the Salem trials, when I was reading online, that people were saying, oh, they're practicing black magic. Well, they're not, because black magic is like bad spells and stuff, and actual real witches only do good. They only try to help people. They kind of keep to themselves. I also read a lady, I'm not sure, I don't remember her name. She posted that she doesn't leave the house much because she does kind of dress different and stuff, but that she's only ever done good for people if she runs into them. It's honestly not what people think, like, I don't know. So I just really wanted to say it's not what everyone thinks it is. It's not evil. It's not harmful. And to end my speech, I hope you got a little bit out of this. Like, what they don't ever want to do harm, and that they just want everyone to realize that we're all human and we're all equal. And even with when I said no one's better than anybody else, even with plants I read about, like, it's funny sounding, but it's like, this tree isn't better than that tree. Like, it sounds silly, but they just want you to realize that we're all human and we're all people and no one's better than anybody else. There was a quote here. I didn't remember it. I can't remember it by head, but it said, "The green reed which bends in the wind is stronger than the mighty oak which breaks in a storm." That is one of the quotes that was on the dance website. You might be able to understand it, but it's kind of saying like the tiny green reed that is bending in the wind is much stronger than the big oak tree that breaks in the storm. Like, the little reed stood up. Even though it bent, it stood up and, the tree broke. I don't know. They really like nature. They're really into it. But I hope you understood a little bit, and really, if you actually even care, to check out thedance.com, and they have a lot of stuff on there and it's really interesting. So thank you.